Hello guys, we're going to continue looking at flow changing dimension techniques, but this time we're gonna use a couple of commands of Microsoft. One is the intersection and the other is the except. We'll see how this can be in the ETL processing. So let's start with the SQL script file. In the script file, we use the tabdb and we see if the p reset demo is not none. If so, we're gonna drop the procedure. Run it first. After that, we create a new procedure which called p reset demo. Inside the procedure, we check whether customer's table is not none. If it's not none, we drop the table and create a new one. We do the same thing for dim customers. And then we insert two lines into customers table and compare the differences between the two tables, which are very simple. And execute this procedure. So we can see there were two lines inside of customers table, but the dim customer table is empty. Now we compare the differences using the except command. The except command gonna find information from dim customers but not in from customers but not in dim customers. Then we change it to intersect. The intersect command does the opposite thing. It's trying to find the intersection for the two tables. But the intersection is empty because there's nothing in common with the two tables. Then we're gonna introduce the CTE, common table expression. The CTE start with and then the CTE's name. We define the content for the pseudo table. This is a pseudo table. Currently, we find the ID, which is in customers but not in dim customers. Then we can use this changed customers. Select customer ID from the changed customers table and then insert the information which are from the customers but not in dim customers into the dim customers table. Let's run it. Then compare the differences. Compare the differences. So we are successfully adding the information from the customers into the dim customers. So that works with the insert. Then we're gonna do with update. We update the customers where customer ID equals to 1. Compare the differences. We notice that the first row, first line from the customers table has already been changed. And then we're gonna use another CTE process to update the dim customers. Still find the rows that have different data between two tables. And then update the dim customers. You can read through the code and I think it's not a big deal for you guys. Now let's compare the differences. So the informations are the same again. We just update the dim customers table one more time. Now that we have the insert and update working, let's create a code for deletes. We delete the information from customers table where the customer ID equals to 2. Compare the difference one more time. The second row from the customers table is disappeared. So use the city one more time. Note that I put the dim customers ahead of the customers. Change the order of the tables to make the delete work. After we find the differences between those tables, we just delete the information from dim customers, which inside the change customers. And then compare the differences. So the second line from the dim customers has been deleted as well. Other than that, we can use simple transaction store procedures. This is a typical template for store procedure. We create the procedure, give it a name here, and list the parameters as needed. Give it comments, the dev's name, description, and changelog. Then the code located inside with the begin and end. Firstly, you can define your parameters as need. Inside the begin try and end try is the main code or the processing code. And then there's a begin catch and end catch following. You add your error handling code inside of this block and then return the return code. So let's create some traditional ETL store procedure. Firstly, if it's here, this store procedure is existed, we're gonna drop it and create a new one. You can add your comments here, create procedure and then procedure's name. Begin and end, you put your code inside of this block. Inside of the begin try and end try block, you can see I just copy the first CTE process from our previous code. You can do the similar thing. After that, I set the return code to be 1, which is the success code. I can set it to 100 and minus 100 as well. The code itself doesn't matter, but you have to be aware of what's your success code and what's your filling code. Then we add the error handling code inside of the begin catch and end catch. At the end, return the return code. So let's just run it. The command completed successfully. Then we can just execute this and we can compare the differences. So the two tables are the same. If you want to begin with what we have here, we can reset it and then go back to our stop procedure and run this stop procedure. Now compare the differences. So it inserts the two lines or two rows into the dim customers. So the procedure does it work. Then there's another, like the store procedures defined, which just copy the second CTE and third CTE process of code inside of it. So you can just run it by yourself and get familiar of how it works. So we have the third way to do the store procedure. Let's find a SQL Server agent and new a job. We can give it a name like ETL customers table, anything, and add the descriptions here as you want. The step name, like you can have several steps. Step 1, insert rows into customers. You can copy your code here and select your database. After you're done with that, you can set up your schedule. So give it a name, select the schedule type, recurring or start whenever the CPU becomes idle. You can set the frequency, daily, weekly, or monthly. And occurs when set the daily frequency, set up the time, and give it a name like schedule 1. Click OK, and then click OK. Then your job gonna run automatically. So that's it. Please, when you watch the video, pause it and try it out by yourself.